So there are many creatives who are being pulled in by social media and they really want to make a name for themselves. They want to become popular. They want to make all the money, but they don't understand the business and the science of that social media or the media in which they're trying to navigate into. And so when I begin to assess some of them, I can begin to tell which among them is actually very intentional and will make it on the long run, and those that will just fizzle out over a short period of time. There are many people who are gifted the gift of virality or popularity, but they don't know how to steward that thing. Now, virality, meaning that going viral or becoming popular, is something that you need to understand human psychology and sociology. And so everyone has a period, a time frame to either maximize virality or go back into obscurity. There are many people who have created certain content that stirred up something that made them go viral. Or you notice that they're probably a one-hit wonder in the sense that you don't hear about them again. They go very high and then they begin to go down until you never hear from them again. Now, this is how it works. For people who have become quite intentional about that, they know that they really want to become something in this creative space and become a creator. There's always something I always tell them. How do they start and what is their system like? Some don't even have system. Some don't even have structure. But some even try to have a system and a structure. When I look into it and access it, one thing points out. Now, here is the thing. If you're a creator and your first thing starts on social media, I know that you're not going far. And if you really check everyone who is doing well on social media, they did not start on social media. So those who start on social media, they invert the whole process. So they go online to find what is trending, to find what is working, and then they try to imitate it. So they start with social media and then they end in their library or the laboratory or their working space. That is a system for anyone that is not going far. The people who continue to excel and do well understand that they start from the drawing board. Their product ends up on social media. The interaction, engagement comes from it. They understand that, get feedback from it, and then go back to the drawing board to recreate. That is the system of anyone who leverages on social media and will remain successful. So it's a constant revision. It's a constant revision. You put something out there, you get feedback, you go back to the drawing board. You are not waiting to see what is happening, and then based off of what is happening, you run on it, and then you try to enjoy the accolades. That is a shooting star. They rise, they fizzle, and that's the end. And so you need to understand what is the process of your creativity, what is the process of your originality, if you have one, and then the role social media plays in that process. And many people do not understand that. Social media is not the starter. Social media is the graph. It's the one that determines and gives you feedback about how well you have done, what you should stop, or what you should continue.